So in the past 5 days, there has been a ton of Samurai Warriors 5 gameplay all throughout the internet, mostly from Japanese sources such as Dengeki Online. But for this video, I'm basically going to be sharing all the interesting things that I saw while watching all of these gameplay videos. If you guys want to see the full gameplay videos, I'm going to put on the top right some other Muso gaming channels that have uploaded the full gameplay videos. So spread the love, because it's Muso Mae, and let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we see is the character select screen, which I assume this is only for the story mode, because it doesn't really show the entire cast of characters. It's really small, and it's focused on more towards a smaller group of characters, like 10 or 12. Alright, so right here we get to see our first ever selection of ultimate skills, which is fully customizable. Nobunaga has 2 attack skills right now, 4 stat buffs, and of course the pulse move, which is like a spirit dash. Now we've seen Nobunaga have more than just those 2 attack options, so it's going to be deeper than just this. Which is exciting because this adds a whole new layer to battle preparation and customization, experimentation. It's going to be fun making different character builds and playing them to see which one works. We also get to see the move list for Nobunaga here, which confirms that hyper attacks are going to be a linear string of triangle presses, but they will be able to cancel out into your normal string. I'm also assuming that the little glint by the square triangle triangle move means that that move is exclusive to Nobunaga. We also get to see Nobunaga's aerial moveset, and it looks like he's a goddamn aerial demon, bro. He has 6 normal attacks in the air. Sadly, none of the gameplays actually show him attacking in the air, which sucks because I really want to see him in the air. And they also show No's moveset here. She has a very interesting spiral icon on her square triangle, which we'll find out later. And her aerial moveset consists of 2 normal aerials and an exclusive charge aerial. Also, they're splitting up the standalone charge aerial from the charge aerial finisher after a normal string. So this seems to be a consistent thing from Senna, where you're gonna have 2 different charge aerial attacks based on whether or not you press square before pressing triangle or just pressing triangle by itself. Alright, so in the Nobunaga gameplay, he uses his first ultimate skills here, and it's gonna be the Muso up and the attack up. And right here we're going to see our first ever true Muso attack from No, which adds the fire effect as always. And we also find out that this does not activate the finishing art. So it seems like only Rage Musos activate the finishing art. Also, if you look really closely to No doing hyper attacks here, she actually jumps out of her hyper attack and goes straight into her normal string in the air, which we confirmed is a 1-2. And here we get to see her square triangle, which puts her into aiming mode, which I assume is what the spiral icon meant in her move list. They're also bringing back duo Musos, but the interesting thing here is that it's actually a Rage Muso finisher, which means you get the finishing art. And we also get to see some Oichi gameplay! In her gameplay, if you look closely at her finishers, she actually summons some origami to her side. And that's not the only origami that she has. It seems like she has these 2 paper cranes above her that deal extra multi-hit, and now she summons these kite origamis that spew out fire around her. She seems like a fucking insane character. So she uses square triangle to get her lightning origami that surround her, and square triangle to get her paper crane origamis that have water element, square triangle for her fire origami. That's the full arsenal right there apparently, and it just goes fucking buck wild, oh my goodness. And then we get some Shikanosuke gameplay. So he shares a moveset with Ieyasu, but this move right here is different from Ieyasu. And if you look closer, you can actually see that Shikanosuke can cancel his end lag animation with a normal attack. Alright, and then we get to Hanbei, which I was wrong about his weapon. It's not his fidget spinner, it's drums. And so he's very similar to Motochika, but the gimmick with him is that he sends out these sound orbs that actually deal damage to the enemies around them when you hit them. And the more you hit them, they actually get more chaotic, which I assume means more damage or more AoE. He's like boombox style. Oh wait, that's kind of... What the fuck, you just tapping that? You just give him the drums a little tap. It's like a little baby. It's tapping. Also, we get to see the victory screen, and the victory music is actually the same from Samurai Warriors 4, which is a little bit disappointing. But in the victory screen, we can see all the mission objectives that the player completed and all of the objectives that he didn't. This is cool because when you see that you didn't complete one of the objectives, you're going to want to go back and play the mission again to finish that objective and get 100% on it. There's also going to be weapon level ups or weapon proficiency levels. So not only will you be leveling up your character, your horse, but you'll be leveling up your weapons. So a bunch of RPG elements. Alright, next up we got some Nobunaga gameplay in the Battle of Okehazama, which is against Yoshimoto and Imagawa. And if you notice on the bottom left, you can see that there's a dango, or like equipable items that you can use in battle. And if you look at the map right now, you'll notice that the battle is actually two parts, so the bottom right section of the map isn't unlocked until after you finish a mission objective or something. And if you listen closely, you can actually hear a remix of Whirlwind from Samurai Warriors 4. So they're reusing like the main instrument, which is like the flute, but the violin is different. That's not from Samurai Warriors 4. Alright, in the Yoshimoto boss fight, you'll notice that there's a small little icon under his health bar. After this is gone, Yoshimoto gets full health and he gets a buff. So this can only mean like it's basically phase 2 of a boss battle, you know. Also, I noticed while they're fighting, your AI teammates seem to just ignore you. It's either they respecting the ones or I don't know. Alright, more Mitsuhide gameplay, and we get a new battlefield with this one. But we get a glimpse of his aerial combat, and it seems like it's only at 3 normal attacks. We don't know if that's the full string, of course. There's also going to be troop formations that you have to use ultimate skills on, which is a nice reminder to use your ultimate skills because I'm sure a lot of casuals are just going to press square all the time. Shikanosuke is also in this battlefield again, and he shows off his normal aerial attack, which means he only has one normal aerial attack that we know of. And it kind of makes sense because it seems like the Twin Swords moveset is gravitating more towards like a grounded quick strike moveset. And here we have Nagamasa, and he's a clone of Mitsuhide Akechi. Honestly, they didn't show much besides the perfect block right there. And you're gonna see Nagamasa's Muso attack. We also get to see Kenshin, and it seems like he's cloned with Nobunaga because he has the same idol stance as him. We also get to see some drum troops, which are actually going to replace banner troops because you're gonna see soon that defeating the drum troops actually results in a change of influence in the area. You'll also notice that this boss character is actually super jacked with super armor. It's like he's not getting affected by any normal attacks. Not until he actually activates Rage here, and now he's doing damage. Ninjas! Ninja troops. Look at these ninja troops. Alright, the last gameplay video is from Nico Nico, and it has Toshiie Maeda. He is a clone with Tadakatsu Honda, so this is kind of a glimpse as to what Tadakatsu Honda would look like if you were interested. Toshiie has a lot of weight with his moves, which I really like, and a lot of range. He seems to be very grounded as well. And here is Toshiie Maeda's Muso attack. Sheesh. Alright, well there was a lot of gameplay, but I think I got over what I wanted to talk about. And so if you made it this far into the video, leave a like. And comment down below your thoughts on Samurai Warriors 5 and what you think about it, the combat system, whatnot. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. We're going to be gunning for 1,000 subscribers soon, and it's going to be a journey that you do not want to miss. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to let y'all rock, and I'm going to let this play out.